No. You see, all these 5 elements are very important in our body, and they are the body of the chakras also, as I have told you. So what happens that when you sing the music, the vibrations can go through the musical sound and can excite certain chakras. You see, for example, for the Hridaya chakra it is very good, or also for the Vishuddhi chakra it is very good. Not for all the chakras, but certain chakras it does. But supposing you say a mantra plus the sound, the beautiful music and a realized soul, then it is very effective. See? For example, Ganesha, you can excite him with a beautiful shloka. If you are a realized soul and if your Ganesha is correct, you can excite the Ganesha of another person very easily. I mean, such a person can do it. So music, sound, all these things have an effect, and we are now using that method very extensively. That supposing now we go in a mass meditation and many people are there and some chakra is caught, say Vishuddhi is caught, I can correct the Vishuddhi by just putting my finger on this like this, because this has the sound. This is the chakras. There is a micro sound which is carrying the vibrations. You see, actually the part of the vibrations is the micro sound also, micro light, micro sound, and you can say all the 5 elements are micro there. So when I put my finger, the micro sound can carry the rest of them, and the person can be corrected. We can do it, especially Vishuddhi. Very easy to correct Vishuddhi on that. You can correct most of the things, but certain things are very easily corrected. Vishuddhi, which is responsible for the sound, made from the sound element. As we have seen that water element is very good for treating people for the lower chakras, because up to the heart chakra, because the water and salt can help you for the Navi chakra, and because salt is the earth element, and what you call it is the essence of the ocean, and essence of the ocean is in the Bhavasagara. So we can use salt water for clearing the lower chakras. We can use light for the eyes, because this is made out of the prakash, the light element, like that. You see, different things can be done with these different elements. If you use them, you can make all the dirt or all the obstructions which are collected in your particular chakra by putting them back into the same element and cleansing them out, so the element takes it away. For Mother Earth also, she has so many elements in her that she can take away so many of your problems which are troubling you in your being because of some imbalance of the Mother Earth element. You see, this is all due to the imbalance of these elements in you accumulated more beyond than what you wanted. That's why I say the extreme of it. The Tattva is expressed through Sri Ganesh, and Sri Ganesh is the form of you can say the purified principle of the earth element, and it's the same. I mean, you can say in a flute you have 2 notes, the first and the last are the same. In the same way, in a human being, the 7 notes, the first one is a Ganesha and the last one is also a Ganesha. So these 7 notes are the same, and these 7 notes make the earth element, and I mean are not completely earth element, but started with earth element, purified, where it loses its earth element problems completely. It is Parabrahma. I mean, it becomes all Brahma, because earth element is outside is the earth element, but inside is Dhara, is Dharana. Is the power to sustain. Is the power to sustain, and that power is the purest form of earth principle. So you see that you become later on. Gradually the whole earth element drops down and you become that. So it is the Dharana Shakti, as they call, the power of sustainer, is the Ganesha. So like that, in every chakra you have a very subtle and subtle most point, and that subtle most point is the note that the divine is playing at that point, because every note, it has a different frequency, a different intonation, you can call, a different sound, which helps in the melody of this universe. So like that, we have 7 chakras and the 7 notes, and there are different notes, but these notes then create permutations and combinations, and that is how a chakra gets into a swara, and then it becomes a, you can say, a sound, and from sound it becomes a word, and from word it becomes a language, and like that it goes on, and the same subtle form starts becoming something else. For example, if I have love for my children, how I express it? I make a house for them, I make a place to live for them, I cook food for them, I make a bed for them. You see, is a gross expression of that subtle love I have. In the same way, whatever is subtle within us is expressed outside with the help of the elements that are outside, to express the subtle through our gross behavior or gross material things also we do. So it's the same subtle which is expressing outside. But then we become so gross later on that we forget the inner part of it. You see, for a mother may create something, all these things, and then she'll become so possessive of her children. She'll think, I've done so much for my children, that she wouldn't even think for why she has made it. She forgets the love part of it, and she becomes nothing but the gross thing. She'll start scolding the children for even breaking for a small thing here and there. You see, she does this for love, and then she forgets it. That's what is an extreme behavior. Extreme behavior means from the subtle, you get to the gross and the gross and the grosser. Once you become grosser, you are dead.